Hi, Si here from Music Radar. I'm joined by Si Truss, editor of Future Music Magazine.
Hi.
We are taking a look at Loopmasters Loopcloud 2.0.
Yep.
The new sample library that they've got coming on. New version, lots of cool new tricks they've put inside. So it's not just what was before.
Yeah, so Loopmasters asked us to go through this and just have a look at some of the cool things that he's got to offer producers. And there's some really cool tricks going on. So basically what Loopcloud is, it's a cloud-based system for buying and searching and also storing samples that you own through Loopmasters.
Yeah.
So what it lets us do is we can search things using tags. We can search through, it's the largest online library of samples to purchase.
Yeah, very cool.
So it's not a subscription service like some other sample things. So it uses this point system, which basically means you buy points. You can either spend those on full packs, which is kind of several thousand points, or you can buy individual hits and loops, which kind of costs down to 10, 15 points a go.
Okay, yeah.
You buy those points, they don't expire, so you're not on a deadline to spend them. You can just buy some more when you want to top yourself up.
And when you sign up, you get free points.
Yeah, so there is free stuff. It's not free points, so you get free samples, basically. So if you sign up, so it's free to create an account.
Yeah.
Then you get a 1 gigabyte kind of welcome pack stuff, which is all sorts of genres and sounds to start off with.
Okay, yeah.
And then each week there's new samples added, which is a kind of selection of stuff that you can add to your library. So basically, if you just sign up, and even if you don't ever buy a sample, you can get yourself some free sounds out of it.
Those weekly sample packs, they will expire, so it's refreshed every week.
Well, yeah, but you can then add, you can basically go through stuff and add stuff you like.
As long as you add it,
and then that's yours. Yeah.
Cool.
So let's take a little look at the interface. Pretty simple. So this is an application that we downloaded. You just download it from the Loopcloud site. We've got two sections. The store here, which you'll see will connect and open up, and is where we can search and browse to buy some new sounds. And then library, and library is basically some packs that I already own.
Okay.
Plus, so where'd you get your free stuff? Obviously, that's the first thing we want to know.
Show us the free
You've
stuff.
got these two welcome packs here, which is just a nice selection of stuff that we get for just signing up. And then up here, this new inspiration from Loopmasters. So this is basically a weekly thing where we can have a look through and add some stuff. So let's go analog and modular techno. Sounds right up my street.
Yeah.
We can basically just preview some of these.
Okay.
Just put it in auto mode so we can hear the whole thing. And then, so that little synth sound. So I want that. I can literally just claim free content. And claiming it, and then bam, that's now in my library. So
brilliant.
Easy to get free stuff. Obviously, that is not all we can do with that, but you may be watching this thinking, I want my free samples, and that's it. There you go.
Job done.
Job done. But you can do a lot of other cool things with Loopcloud.
Yeah.
Particularly using it partnered up with a DAW.
Well, let's have a look at that.
Let's take a look how we can use it with a project.
Okay, so I got Ableton here.
Yep.
You can use any DAW, obviously.
Yeah, we're going to use Ableton Live here just to show how easy it is, but it kind of works the same in every DAW, so it works across the spectrum.
Show us how we're actually linking into it.
Cool, so what we've got here is a really basic project that I've just knocked together. Just go through it very quickly. We've got some tracks, kick drum, sampled 707 kit, and a little kind of techno-y bass line coming from Reactor Blocks. That's a whole lot together.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to use Loopcloud to add some extra elements to this to kind of make it a bit more full. So the way we get the two programs talking to each other, we just in Live here or in whatever DAW you're using, when you download Loopcloud, you also get the Loopcloud VST or VST or plugin that you can use in the DAW. We'll just drag that onto a new track. So this just basically appears like this. It's this simple little thing here. We basically get our level meters, but that basically means because we've got that in our project, Ableton is now talking to Loopcloud, and that means that we can audition sounds synced up with the tempo and the rhythm of our project, as we will have a little look at now. Brilliant. So we're going to start off with let's add a kind of snare or clap sound to this little techno riff we've got going.
Okay.
So we'll get this going. Just jump into Loopcloud here. Now let's use the search and tagging things to find the sound. So we're going to select one shots up here because we just want a little one shot clap. I'm not going to go for a loop for the moment. Let's just search clap. So this is now, because we're still in my library here, everything we're looking at here is stuff that I already own.
Okay.
We're not going to buy anything for the moment, so we've got claps here. Let's try and narrow it down a bit more. So what we can do is let's go into genres. And here, yeah, we've got genres, house, techno. Let's just go house, something that will work with this groove. And we've got a whole load of claps here. Now, if we hit play, so that's just firing automatically.
Yeah.
One very cool thing that you've got in Loopcloud is this feature here, which is patterns.
Okay.
So basically what this will do is it will also generate a pattern, so we can kind of hear how a clap or snare is going to work with the groove just by kind of playing around with some patterns. Let's just try some of these snare ones here. So there you go, you've just got a on the 2.
And these are just MIDI.
Yeah, so what this is just doing is just syncing up, and it's basically just triggering the sample in a rhythm, so we can kind of hear some examples of how all these sounds.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can also pitch up. So we've got an octave up, an octave down. So we can have a play around with like that.
Yeah.
Let's try this analog clap here. Play another little rhythm. So that's quite cool. So, how are we going to add this to the project? What this lets us do is we can just hit download high quality file here.
Oh, right.
And you see that's basically just jumped. And we've now got 2 versions of this. Let's just pause the project a second.
So you can download either.
So yeah, we've got 2 versions. Original, so the original is just that pure one-shot clap, and I could just drag that into a sampler and then we can play around with it. Or we've got processed, and process basically what that does, it generates a clap in that rhythm that we've been playing with, and also if I pitched it up or down, you get the pitched version. Okay. So what I can do now is just grab this process version, and I can literally drag that into Ableton, and we go.
So workflow wise,
and we've got that clap rhythm.
Out. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah.
That we've just been playing with, and it's straight in live like that. So we have added that little clap. I've leveled it a bit and made it sit in the beat. Let's now try adding a loop element. Okay. So we've already had a look at bringing one shot into the project. Yeah. Let's add a loop. I reckon a little shaker loop would work really nicely with this.
Missing a bit of that.
Yeah, let's have a nice little shaker. So here's our little groove again with our clap that we just added there. So in Loopcloud, so let's go loops now. Again, we're just in my library for the moment. Okay. Let's just use the samples I've already bought. And let's search shaker, see what we've got. Now obviously loops like this, because we're synced up with Ableton, we can literally just listen to these loops as we would hear them if we're playing them in Ableton, which is good. So we've got party shaker. So you can see that's just syncing straight up with our live project. Again, I can pitch these. Have a play with how they sound. So what we've got that we think might work. Let's see if we can find anything for analog. It's a bit of an analog groove thing we've got going on. There we go.
Okay.
So that's cool. That's working nicely with our groove. Now, one thing we can do with Loopcloud, so because we've got this basically streaming through to our DAW, we've got this preview streaming through. We might want to think, oh well, that shaker sounds cool, but how would it sound if we were to like work with it a little bit?
Yeah, so you can do some
because it's just on this,
here.
we can basically process this. We've got this, it's not the high quality version because we're just streaming the preview.
Yeah.
But we can try sending it a little bit to our reverb. Let's maybe put a bit of chorus on it or something. Put a bit of classic chorus on it. So we can basically play around with it and how we might use it in the track already.
So you can still do lots of processing. You don't have to commit to any purchases.
No, so this is my library, but we've not downloaded this yet at all, and we can basically just EQ it. We've got this chorus on it here. play around with it like this and get an idea of how it might sound in the project. And now we think, all right, that sounds cool. We've got it sounds nice with those effects.
Yeah.
All we need to do now, again, go into Loopcloud, download a high quality file. There we go. And again,
The same thing. You can
yeah,
get the
we got the original, we got the processed.
Yeah.
So again, the process would be if I pitched it up or down, if
Yeah.
we'd added a rhythm. We could just go use it purely as we want it. Just grab the original, and then we're just going to go drag it straight into live, add a new track, and then obviously these effects that we've just added, we can copy these across, just drag them across, and then boom, and we've got it like we wanted it. Cool. So
yeah,
let's have a look at a couple of other ways we can work with Loopcloud.
Yes, go for it.
Cool. So everything we've added so far has been a percussive element, and obviously the Loopcloud store, the Loopmaster store, has loads of melodic stuff as well. It's not just drums. So let's have a look at adding something like that to our project. Now we can use a cool feature called auto key to do this.
Oh right. Okay.
So basically, obviously the wealth of samples in the Loopmaster store are in all sorts of keys and pitches and things like that. They're not all automatically going to fit straight into our projects, but we can use auto key and the pitch shift here to basically preview stuff so that it's going to sound as close as possible to the key we're working in.
Yeah, okay.
So I know that the project that we've got going is in A.
It's in A.
So I can select A from this drop down here, and I can hit auto key, and basically what that's going to do is use this pitch shift to move every sample that we're auditioning as close as possible.
Yeah.
It's going to kind of shift it up and down, so you can kind of get it into the right realm of what your project is.
So what we need in here, should we get stabs?
So we've got kind of techno-y thing going on, a classic kind of techno chord stab. There's nothing in my library that suits that, so let's jump into the Loopcloud store and have a little search here, see what we can find. So let's use these drop downs to get a bit closer to what we're after. So let's go synth chord. We want a nice chord stab. Genres, we're kind of working on something a bit techno-y, so let's select techno to narrow it down. We've got our auto key selected. I'm going to put the word stab into search because we want a kind of chord stab thing. We don't really want a long drawn out thing.
No, of course.
Now let's hit play in our project so we can hear what we're working with. And we can now basically go through these. So you can hear again, we can make use of the
and you'll hear the whole
patterns thing. So in auto, we're just hearing a whole chord, and we can again use a rhythm to get an idea of how a stab might work. So you can hear and you can see this is pitching things up and down a little bit, just so it's as close as we can get to what we might want to use in our track. We've got all these, as you can see, everything here is from different packs.
Yeah, of course.
Grabbing things from all over the library. What have we got?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that sounds quite nice. Let's just turn it up a little bit so we can hear it a bit better. Maybe send it to a reverb. Get a bit of an idea of how it might sound.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a simple pattern. That sounds like it could work quite nicely with our project. Cool, so we're kind of happy with the rhythm and the sounds of that. Like I said, we're in the store, so we're going to spend some credits. So we can see here, basically from this little list, the price of each of these one-shot samples. So that's going to cost me 15 points. I've got plenty up here. I can see how many points I've got. If I was going to, I could go buy more points here, and it would take me to the Loopmasters store to buy some more points. We don't need to, we've got plenty.
Sure.
So what we're going to do is just hit buy file. And now, again, we've got the exact same little options here. So we could just drag the original or the processed version. And obviously, because I bought that now, that's now in my library. So I don't have to go and buy that again if I want to use it again.
It's in there.
But also, I can delete it. I don't have to keep the file. And then I can use Loopcloud to re-download it whenever I need. But let's just drag this process version into live. And there we go. Once again. And we're straight into live.
Very simple.
Very
Nice and
simple.
quick.
Cool. So that's one melodic element.
Yeah.
Let's add one more element to this track. I think we can probably get away with one more thing.
Okay.
Let's add a nice like kind of synth pad or atmosphere or text or something.
Yeah.
See what we can play around with there. Again, we'll stay in the Loopcloud store. So stay using auto key this time because you can use auto key, like I said, to preview all the sounds pitch shifted to the right key of your product. We might not want to do that because sometimes that pitch shifting, you can hear it. We might want to just say, all right, I'm going to listen to some pads, but I only want to listen to pad sounds that actually properly fit my key.
Okay.
What we can do is use key and BPM here.
Oh, great.
And we have this keyboard here. You just select A. Again, we could use major or minor if we want to dig a bit deeper. Let's just leave it in A for now. And let's find ourselves a kind of synth pad sound. Let's get synth pad and just see what we've got. Have a little play. And again, these are all going to be timed. Let's go auto because we don't want them as a rhythm.
Yeah, sure.
So we've got these long loops which are now kind of syncing up with our project. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got all sorts of genres going on here. Let's use the genre thing to
break it down a bit.
Break it down. Let's go kind of go electronica, see what that gets us. Something a bit more ambient, maybe.
Yeah.
That's got nice little ambient pad sound. Yeah, so I like that. That could work for a breakdown. Let's say we want to use that in a breakdown, but we don't want to use it yet. Again, we can just buy file. So we're using 30 points here. Hit buy file. It's downloading a high quality file. I don't have to drag that and drop that.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, that's in your library.
That is now in the library. So it's called forest space there.
Yeah.
In the library. Say I know I've downloaded that for later.
Mm-hmm. So you can carry on with the shopping if you need to.
Carry on with the shopping, or I can use that later in a project. If I now search forest, it's just there in my library. Yeah. And it's worth pointing out that everything in my library like that, I'm downloading high quality files. I don't have to keep those high quality files. One of the handy things about Loopcloud is that I can kind of just delete all of those files to save on hard drive space. And they're all there in the cloud. I can audition them exactly like I wanted to. Like we've just been doing. And then I can just re-download them and drag them and drop them whenever I need them. So it's kind of really handy for saving on hard drive space like that.
It's all very easy to use.
Yeah, so it's nice. It's really easy. It's a nice way to find sounds and work with sounds and kind of sync up with the project. As we said, we've used Ableton Live here. Works with any DAW in the same way. You just drag and drop the plugin onto a track and you're all synced up there.
All ready to go.
You can search and you can find sounds pretty easily.
And we talk about how much it's going to cost people to sign up for stuff. Like we sign up is free, but you're just putting money in your purse, as it were.
Yeah, sign up's free. You don't have to buy any of those points.
You can just forage for free stuff if you want to.
You can buy packs of 2 or 5 or 10,000 points as you want, but you've no deadline to spend them. They last as long as you want. You don't have to buy anything. You can just download Loopcloud and you can just browse that free stuff.
Yeah, free stuff.
There's no need to buy points if you don't need to. If you want to buy points, you buy as many as you need. You spend them when you need them. There's no pressure to buy anymore. So it's kind of quite nice like that. You're not locked into anything. It's nice and easy to just have a play with.
Well, Si, thanks for that, showing us Loopcloud 2.0. Very easy to use. Workflow is just speeds everything up. It's nice and simple. We like that.
Nice, simple way to find sounds.
Yeah,
nice
brilliant.
and easy.
Great. Okay, so don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share wherever you're seeing this video right now. Check out musicradar.com for the latest news, reviews and tutorials. And of course, Future Music Magazine is on sale now, so go and get your copy. Cheers.
Thanks.